My name is Mark Greene. I am a former Navy SEAL. I served for 20 years. I was in New York City, and when you're going to be retired from everything at some point. If you're in the NFL, you're going to be retired. If you're in the military, you're going to be retired. If you have a career, you're going to retire or leave that career. And I was at the height of my game, right? I knew everything, not everything, but I knew a lot about my job. I was a subject matter expert. And we were in New York City, and we were going to this event. I wasn't going to go, and at the last minute, something said, just show up. It was a cocktail event, so I show up, and I talk to this gentleman. We're having a really good conversation. He's like, you have to meet Bill. I'm like, okay, I'll meet Bill. So Bill comes over. He asked me about myself. He's like, oh, so you're a Navy SEAL, and you're a SEAL officer, and you got your MBA? And he's like, how do you feel about retiring? And I was like, Bill, I'm terrified. And he looked at me in utter disbelief. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, Bill, I don't even know what I'm good at. And I'm scared. I'm scared of what's on its way because I have no control of it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm good at. He had a friend who, they're partners in crime. And he looked at his friend and was like, we can't let this happen. He threw out a lifeline. And I could have said, yeah, Bill, I'm fine. Because if somebody's coming to you in that capacity and throws you a lifeline and you're a SEAL, you're like, no, I got it. I'm good. He's going to say, oh, well, he's a SEAL. He's got it. He's going to move on to the next person who's smart enough to understand what's happening. And I just was vulnerable, and it really just came out. It was such an unexpected question. I didn't have time to think through it and just say, oh, no, I'm fine. It was, yeah, I'm scared. I have no idea what I'm good at. I don't know what's happening. My whole transition was a series of people throwing me lifelines and me accepting that help or asking for that help. It was really hard to ask for that help sometimes, but I could also look at it and say, this person wants to help. So let them, if they ask you how you're doing, be honest and let them know how you're doing. And each time I've done that, the person who asked was so grateful to be able to help. So this was a time in my life where a lifeguard showed up for me in my life at a really crucial time. And it really changed the course of my life and how I'm always on the lookout for lifeguards now. The lifeguards that have presented themselves have never disappointed.